As you have seen in the last video, a lot happened at the first International Voluntary Service project. But how did the volunteers feel about it? What was the work camp like for them? We will now go into that in more detail. As a pacifist, Pierre Ceresol especially felt it necessary to address small-minded opinions, hate and fear. In the ruined parts of France, he knew that feeling was bitter against the Germans. "These thoughts will make a new war," said Pierre. "I must teach people to think differently." Pierre insisted on creating an international service group. The first team consisted of 7 people: Pierre Ceresol, Hubert Paris, a Dutch friend, 1 Hungarian and 3 Germans. Everybody was welcomed warmly by this group. This international group experienced some difficulties. The German volunteers were shy and did not speak French. They communicated in German for the most part, also with the locals. When the first volunteers arrived on the 18th of November 1920 in N, they had to put their camp beds and slept in temperatures of 15 degrees below zero. Despite this, they all stayed full of enthusiasm and motivated to work. By working together in a spirit of friendship, this team would also be a demonstration of international solidarity, where different nationalities could refuse to be each other's enemies. Mostly men, but also at least 1 woman was involved in the project, which was very unusual at that time. Women in later SCI projects were called sisters, in order not to look at the female workers as toys or objects of desire, but as sisters. It wasn't easy, and after 5 months, the first work camp had to be cancelled. The French authorities did not want any longer the Germans to participate in the project. Apparently, these were still considered enemies of France. The group was told to separate themselves from the Germans, but the group found this unacceptable. As a result, they split up and went their separate ways, feeling that their message had not been perceived and their action not effective. So, was the first work camp a failure? Stay tuned to know more.